Hello, and how are you? We have been dealing with the grounded theory for a few days now, and I think it is important to start our discussion about it. So I have prepared this presentation for us to be able to think about what the grounded theory has to say to us regarding many different aspects that are interesting for us regarding the way in which we undertake our research. I have sort of based this presentation on Corbin and Strauss's book, The Basics of Qualitative Research. However, and despite this being a qualitative research course, I'm not focusing right now on techniques of doing qualitative data gathering and analysis, but I'm focusing on the grounded theory, on that which it offers, and the basis for doing grounded theory in a way that can actually help us with our work. So if we think back to other research design courses or even qualitative method courses, we will perhaps remember that we are very often told that when we start a research, we sort of start with a research question. So we would have a research question. Then we would have a sort of theoretical framework. And then we would have an analytical framework. And then we would do our field work. And at the end, we would have some conclusions, so to speak. Well, if we work with the grounded theory will say to us, forget about this order of things, because it won't work. They will say, actually, the research process is much more messy in a way than we present it when we organize these courses. So it is not completely true that we elaborate in a theoretical framework before we go to the analytical framework, and it is not completely true that the field work comes at the end. It's even less true that it has to come at the end. Actually, and this is for me the strength of the grounded theory, when we actually at advanced levels sort of discuss the way in which we do research, is that research is a circular process. So that, we begin with a research question, okay, but then, more than likely, some of the theoretical framework that we should then elaborate upon is actually something that lies in the past. So we've read already things that sort of shape our knowledge and allow us in the first place to develop a research question. On top of it, we keep on reading academic and non-academic literature, but regarding the theoretical framework, we keep on reading academic literature throughout the whole process, and we do start with our fieldwork soon enough, if we follow their advice, in a way that our fieldwork and our sort of theoretical framework and all the readings we do and all the thoughts that we develop are in a dialogue process with each other the whole time, out of which an analytical model at the end sort of emerges, which allows us first to analyze the data that we have gathered in a way that it sheds new light, and in a way in which it at the end goes back to the theoretical framework and allows to actually generate theory. So as we see, the whole process is much more complex than sort of we told you at the beginning, or some told you at the beginning, that research was.